Good morning, everyone. Good morning once more. Good morning, Chai. Yep. You're always the first one to show up here. Andres, good morning. Puri, hey. Good morning. Hey, I see the energy on chat today. Let's see if we can match this energy with the chart. Okay, we have 10 minutes until 3 a.m. As usual, we're gonna make some time for like everyone to join by going over the daily chart once again. Let me get rid of the stop map here. Okay, I think we nailed the drawn liquidity yesterday. We nailed the move that upside for the past few days, so that's really nice. And also, what's nicer is that we are finally seeing some price action, decent price action on the daily chart. That's extremely good news, I would say. I don't want to be too optimistic and call it like that we're gonna go again straight to all-time highs, but sure enough, we are moving in the right direction. when it comes to price action. Yesterday, like we mentioned, that we bounced from this fair value gap. My idea again was to look for this liquidity here, this low resistance liquidity. So a move up. Ultimately, I wanted to see this high. That made sense for me because it was like the first high of this low resistance liquidity here. And for no surprise, we tapped, like we closed above this high that we had marked out. That was the high time frame draw. And now checking on the daily chart, like it would make sense to have a bounce lower, like find, like if I follow the logic of like internal to external, whatever, we just took this higher here, and now an internal move would make sense. Like for example, to this daily fair value gap, go back into this daily fair value gap, and then resume the move higher. Good morning, Victor. The truth is that we had a really good closure above the 25th February high that I was looking for. Like I was not expecting like that strong of a close here. Exactly, Andres. That's what I'm saying. The daily close is just extremely bullish. So I wouldn't be surprised if we keep going higher, or like I have to, I know, like two different scenarios. One, we go lower and we find like we try to rebalance part of this move, like tapping into this fair value gap here. Or maybe we are in front of like one of these days, like the 10th of April, where we just don't move much. The daily range is small, but the daily candle is small, and we don't move that much. We don't expand either way that much. But we're gonna see. And now we're gonna go to lower time frame. Good morning, Zeus. Well, good afternoon. It's like 2 p.m. at least for me. But good morning for the ones that are still like in Europe, or good night if you're in the US. 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we have this 4 hour gap. We're gonna remove the daily because we don't need it anymore, but we know they're there. This is a 4 hour gap, and then the 1 hour. Yeah, like I wouldn't. I mean, not because I'm feeling bearish or anything, but I wouldn't mind like a pullback, like a move down of some sort, because like there's no way we have that many 4 hour candles straight completely green. Also on the daily chart, I cannot remember the last time we had that many consecutive daily candles closing into, I'm not gonna say one direction, because like, okay, we have one, two, three candles. Here we have small candles on daily, but this type of daily candles as a consecutive move, that's something that we didn't see like in a long time. So that's why it also makes sense for me that we might want to like a push lower. Again, I'm still feeling bullish. The daily close was waiting. That was extremely bullish for me. Exactly, videos. Good morning, brother. Doing good. That's something that I would be interested also. Like, especially right now, like we I don't know what's that 1 a.m. candle here that had like this big move higher like this week that took Asia high. So Asia high and Asia lows are gone. So we can just forget about thinking about Asia highs and lows because they're completely gone. So maybe something looking price to retrace into the 4 hour gap. If we are able to get something that makes sense to the downside into the 4 hour gap, good. If not, waiting for the 4 hour gap to get tapped and see the reaction and find something around the 4 hour gap, that's also like, I think, a great idea to do. But again, if I want to look for something lower, I really want it to be like super clean, like that it makes so much sense. Yeah, and the thing is, like, if we are really bullish, I think that I really think we do like we are really bullish. I think it's gonna react off of like anything. Morning, Chris. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that I really want to take something that if I want to go short and take it short, I really want to say something really, really like hard to pass out on because it makes so much sense that I really need to take it. New York Cal midnight because it's midnight. Let me just midnight. Exactly. For me, that's the best scenario. That it happens or not, we're gonna see. But for me, like if I had to form a scenario where I would really like to be involved either on shorts or long, depending on like where we are in price, it would be the retracement back into the 4 hour gap for a short, and if we tap into the 4 hour gap and I cannot find like any short along the move, look for a long down there. That's basically the play. That being said, we have 3 minutes, 3 minutes until 3 a.m. Let's see. Let me check yes real quick to see if we have any S&Ts. We don't. What would be the point for the scenario where, well, what I would like to see, for example, right now on the 50-minute, we tapped into this 50-minute gap. So we can use this as a high time frame context to then go look for something on the 1 minute. Like for example, we have these highs here. They're completely equal. Imagine that we sweep these highs. That happens inside the 50-minute gap, and then we start moving lower. That would be something that I would really like to take. Because at the same time, we have this strong liquidity. We could use something like this. That's 1.2R, like something like this. That would make sense for me to take a short. I know it's at the 1 minute, but and on the 1 minute, anything could happen. Like remember yesterday where we framed like a great context and trade, but for me, I just got stopped out because like the 1 minute played really, 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 like it showed really bad price action, and I got stopped out to the take, and then we started running higher. But it's just the way I trade, and I'm okay with the risk of trading on the 1 minute, even if it's London session. But yeah, like also, I really like to see like when we have this sort of equal highs here, what I like to call it the smooth edges, and we are leaving these smooth edges close to the opening of a session. I really think that's engineered liquidity that it's being like created on left behind to get taken at the open. Usually this scenario happens more on NQ during London, New York session instead of London. But hey, we have this. Like everything, we're gonna pop up higher, take these highs right at the open. Okay, open. Good morning, Anthony. That's how I looked to get into continuations. For me, for a continuation, I really need to see a high time frame point of interest, rather even if it's like a 50-minute, 1 minute, 4 hour, whatever. See that we trade into this high time frame point of interest and find inside this point of interest a liquidity sweep that then displaces into the other direction, like in the intended direction that I want to see the price going, and like finding a breaker. But yeah, like this is how I use it. High time frame point of interest, liquidity sweep happening inside this high time frame point of interest, and then moving lower. We're looking for gold longs. Let's see. Let me clear the chart here. We ended up going for these highs here and even higher. We completely smashed these April 7th highs. This trade didn't go to take profit at the end. Well, it did here, probably without like giving it an entry. Uh, 4 hour. Yeah, it could be, but I don't really see gold going higher, to be honest. Like that 4 hours looking really ugly. Let's see how this closes. Like I would really want to see the 4 hour close on gold, to be honest. We didn't have it with this here. Let's see if we have SMT. We don't. That's sad. Sorry. Why Juno, why don't you draw projections? I don't really use them, if I'm being honest. Like I don't really use projections. I use them to come up with take profiting areas, or like if I had the manipulation, like manipulation leg and then higher and then lower and higher, and used to find the tour, like the areas where I wanted to but since I'm using like it stopped making sense for me, because since I'm using the only way I was using projections was by like for trade profiting. Like I didn't use projections to see where we could start forming a retracement of any of the extension lines, and instead I was using it for take profiting. And since I'm trading to R, like it didn't make much sense, because like here, like for example, I want to go out, like exit on the -2, -2.5. Like when I'm trading this breaker here, I'm always looking for 2R, and usually the 2R comes like closer to like to, for example, a 1 point extension. But like I don't know, it just stopped making sense for me. What do you mean, user? Like, you don't understand my entry model? Uh, Good morning, BlackRock. That's true, Zeus. That's the only thing where I really like the extensions. That when the extensions are aligning with with liquidity levels, that's extremely good. Also, user, like you have to be aware that right now, like if you like probably if you ask anyone, right now the market is like the worst market we've had in the past, I could say months, but I would say like a couple years. It's crazy. Um, and reading and being quote unquote bright in this market is really hard. Like even on the execution side, like you could be executing the same way you would be doing it like 2 years ago, and now for some reason we are not having like the same reactions, the same movements, type of movements that we had before. And it is what it is. It's like just the pace of the market, but you have to be aware when it's you problem or like quote unquote market problem. My projection. So I was saying that the way I use projections, someone asked in chat why I was not using projections. Uh, the way I was using projections is for looking for places to take profit on my trades. I don't use it anymore, just for the record. But the way I was using it is just by measuring the manipulation move, like the manipulation left. measuring the manipulation leg, because that's the sweep on liquid, that's a liquidity sweep. And then I would target -2, -2.5 around this area. Like, or what I did was, if we closed above -1, that would be my break-even point. If we just sweep the -1 level and we close below it, I would just leave my stop loss in the same place. If we close above, I go break-even. If I go to -2, I used to take partials. If we manage to close in between -3, -2.5, or above, I would move my stop loss to -1. Like, that's the way I used it, like using these levels as reference. But again, as I was saying, since I'm using 2R fixed from the breaker, my 2R comes like way sooner than any of these levels. Like, it aligns with -1. That's perfect. So that's why I stopped using it, because I was not extending my take profit that much anymore. But I still think that this way, like, it's a really nice way to set your like take profit. Also, if you want to like catch longer moves and you want to move your like your stop loss, like when it makes sense to do it. Do you trade macro times? I don't usually trade macro times. I'm not the type of person that says that macro times are useless or whatever. If something makes sense for you, it's completely okay. I just trade like session openings where I would like to find something happening at that specific time. And the macro times are basically just the same thing, where there's time windows where it should give you like, yeah, where you could expect more movements in the market. So if that makes sense for you, it's completely okay, but I don't use them. The thing is, I could use everything, like every concept you could be using it. The thing is, like, I prefer to keep everything more simple and just use the 2, 3, 4 things that I've proven for myself that they work, and not saying that the rest they don't work. But I just prefer to keep it simple and not add like that many things, because when I was like adding too many things to my trading, I started to overcomplicate it, reduce my conviction, because I was not sure about like the new concepts that I was adding. So yeah, I just kept it simple from the beginning. And here we are. We took the high here, like the highs that we marked out right before the open. For withdrawals, if you mean the ones that give you faster payouts, like that you won't have any issue withdrawing, they're gonna pay out quick and everything. To be honest, I didn't have any issues with Propfirms at all. I would say lucid trading is like a really great choice, not just because of the withdrawals, also because of the type of accounts that they have and the pricing. I think they are really fair. And then another like firm that I really speak highly about is my fund the futures, because like I didn't have any single issue with them. I got moved to live with them. I don't know, I didn't have any issue, and the payouts went through really quick also. Let me check here. Yeah, 1 hour fair value gap also, so perfect. We're still holding the 15-minute gap, so perfect. On the 5-minute, we have a nice breaker that we could use if we start going lower, even though I might probably use the one here. So yeah, like I would really like, and we also have SMT with ES. So I think everything aligns. If we start moving lower, close below this low here on the 1 minute, let me just get rid of this. If we start closing below here, I'm gonna try and take a short. And then AJ, revisiting the Propfirm topic, then there's many other firms where you are going to be able to scale it, like scale your like business in a different way that other firms won't let you. Like Apex, for example. Like I think Apex is the platform where I made the most money with. It's just crazy. But just because like I was not doing anything different than what I'm doing with other platforms. It's just because you have the chance to be able to trade in more sites, like more accounts. But you know the reason why most traders don't like Top Step? Um, I don't. I personally don't like it much. Um, I don't know. I think it is because it is because um, I don't know, they with the Top Step X thing, their reputation went down. I think they changed so many rules over time that other films did, like because Apex did also like changes, but I don't know. I think Top Step did it in a different way. Um, that it was not the right way. But again, I've never been like a big trader on Top Step. Like I think I bought a few accounts. I had a couple payouts, but that's it. Like I've never traded much with them. I don't know why. Like I don't hate them. I just think there's many other like good options out there with the better pricing, better platforms. Did you blow your Apex accounts? I did. Obviously, I did. The thing is with Apex, I last time I was trading with Apex, I had 11 accounts. Eventually, after my fourth, fifth payout with them on this set of accounts, I I got the message that I was going to be banned. So that these accounts were going to be my last accounts. So whenever I blew these accounts, um, I was not gonna be able to buy more. And eventually, after I think it was the fifth or the sixth payout, I don't know, I don't remember. I think it was like one payout away of like being able to request like the whole balances from these accounts. Uh, I just blew them. I had a bad streak, and I completely blew them. The good part is that I spent so little on Epic's evaluations and made so much money with them. Longitude converts the 5 minute. Do you mean this big thing here? Like this big 5 minute? I mean, if we start closing like the 15 minute also above the here and the 5 minute, like that would be a sign that we might be looking for something that's not gonna happen. But I don't really think that the setup here for sure is looking good. Timothy, completely. Like when you're making when you because the whole thing is that when profits they're profiting from people that they are or even break even, because like someone that's break even with a profit is just cash flow for them. It's just free money for them to be able to pay other people, because if you put five in and you take out five in, the moment where you are putting five in, they have that five to be able to distribute to people that are winning. Uh, so at this point, you are like free cash flow for them to be able to pay other traders. At the moment where you are pulling money, more money out of them than you are bringing to them, you are not profitable to their business. So that's what they move you to live. The live thing is something that for regulatory things they were that was mandatory for them, so they met the regulations and stuff with Trado8 and NinjaTrader and like the CME, I think, if I'm not wrong. Uh, but in reality, they're moving you to live with your money that you made with their props. So yeah, whenever you start making money with a prop firm, you're gonna get banned by the excuse of you're getting moved to live, and since you're being moved to live, it means that you stepped into another like division or league where you should not be able to go back to sim funded because you've made it to live already. That's the way they ban you. With Apex, the truth is no one offered me to trade live. I was not moved to live. I got the message, like the email saying that I was going to be included on a list where you might be moved to live whenever the plan live happened, but I never had a message. I just got paid out my money and I cannot buy more accounts. Anthony, that would be nice if we could do this 50-50. Just like I really want to trade with Apex. Do I like being moved to live? Not really. Because at the end of the day, you're being moved to live with your money. Like if you make 10 grand, they're gonna pay you out like 5, and you're gonna get stuck with them with rules and everything with your other 5 grand. Like it doesn't make sense that they have the power to decide whatever the fuck you do with your money that you made. Because like, for example, I'm not hating on my funded futures, but I think I made like 5,000 on my last payout with my funded futures, and I think they moved live. Like I got moved live with like, I think it was 2,000 or 1,000. Like what am I gonna do with 2,000 on a live account? Like the hustle of trading the micros on a 2K account is just not like what you want to spend your time doing, to be honest, when you are making way more with sim funded. What was the reason for the ban? The reason for the ban, I don't know, I don't remember like what was the actual reason. uh Obviously it was not like you are not profitable to our business model, uh but it was something along the lines where uh they were considering that you were like a trader that should be trading a live account, that way they started working with you with sim funded, in a hope that when they had like a live plan, they would add you to it. No, Timothy, all of the prop firms are this way. All of them. It's just the way they handle business. Like I understand them also. Like we have the chance to be able to make money with less investment, but they also have to cover their backs by not like giving out free money. Trace, that's the same thing that happened for me. Like I had 5K and I got moved like with 2K with my random futures. Anthony, you're gold long. I wish you luck. And yeah, we could have a multiplier here. I'm really focused on. Oh, the 5-minute breaker doesn't look bad, eh? Here, here, here. Am I gonna have an entry here in the 5? That's the truth. I don't know. Yeah, my chart is a bit of a mess. What a scam. I know, but what's your risk per trade? It depends on the account size. I usually go for 50K accounts, and my usual risk is 200 per trade on my 50s. So that would be it. I really like, it depends on evaluations. I try to increase my risk appetite. When I'm on a funded, it's true that, give me a moment. Okay, I'm gonna sell this here. When I'm in a fund, it's true that I lower my risk, and it's sometimes like 0.5 of the total account. I mean, I think obviously the goal for everyone trading Propfirms is to make as much money off of them and build like a personal account. Okay, got filled here. Let's see if we can get a continuation lower from here. But the thing, P Trader, is that I don't know if like Apex is doing the actual live program, or they're just sending out emails and no one gets to move live. That's the truth. I don't really know. Good morning, Jason. My approach on personal account, it also depends on the size, but since it's my own money, like since it's my own like cash, I usually play it like more safe and lower my risk way more. Like trading 0.25% of like the total account. Yes. NQ is way stronger than ES. That's the thing. We are shorting the strong asset. That's also the truth. Sweet. Get rid of this. Long term, like none of them are long term okay for trading, like for making money long term. If you wanna, sometimes I trade ES. Rarely I trade ES. To be honest, I rarely trade ES. I'm an NQ trader. Then we're gonna get sold out on this. What do we have here? We have anything? A minute, 1 hour. We have still 38 minutes until the hourly close. That's also important. That's also why we might get sold out. No, I don't really trade ES. And Timothy, I would say like if you wanna like eventually you wanna make more like a ton of money, like or good enough money, eventually uh you're gonna have to trade Apex because that's the one that lets you scale your business. But if you're starting, you can make good money with like Lucid, TradeFi, My Funded Futures. Like these three, I think you can make easily 5,000 on each account if you really want it before moving to live and get banned. Minimum. If you have a good run, obviously they're gonna pay you out. But if you keep it like consistent enough, like not risking much and not going for big runs, I think you can easily make 50K per firm easily. Okay, let's see if we can continue on lower. It looked really ugly when we had this big push here. It also makes sense because like NQ is the stronger asset here. So if we really wants to keep pushing higher, it is what it is. So far, we're not having the best luck when it comes to trading London session. I think we had like a couple good trades at the start of thelab.live, like a couple of weeks ago, where we catch like a couple wins. But yeah, it's been hard to trade London. Meta change from NQES to NQYM. I don't know why. I'm not gonna say I hate YM, but bro, I have like so many bad experiences with YM trading it like 2023, 2024 that man, I don't even check it no more. Let me get rid of this breaker here. That's a 5 minute. Okay. Let's trade Forex again. Nah, man, I would just prefer to not trade, then go back to Forex. Okay, I like the 1 hour now. Let's see if we can follow through and go lower. For the record, if we happen to keep trading lower, that I would really like to see this happening. I use the 1 minute, but it's completely the same thing, pretty much. Like the entry is a little bit lower, but the 5 minute made sense. I don't know, like I just thought I wouldn't get an entry on the 5 minute, and I went for the 1 minute. But the invalidation is the same one on the 5 minute than the 1 minute. Like it's completely aligned. Again, as I was saying, for the record, if somehow we move lower, uh, this low here, I'm gonna consider going break even, or depending on reaction, completely go like exiting the position, because I really think if NQ uh, is acting this way where it's like the stronger asset and everything, I think if we sweep this low here, we're gonna have like a good bounce. And at this point, I wouldn't want to be in the position with the same stop. And if I probably go break even, most likely we're gonna get break even. So we're gonna be checking this low here. What happens if we eventually get there? Because I think it goes by, Andres. I think it goes by what's like more popular when it comes to like marketing and social media. I think the first thing you see is crypto. Is like when we have bull runs, everyone talks about crypto, and so it's like the first thing that comes to your mind, or the first thing that you get recommended. Um, and then forex, like you have all the gurus. Like when I started like looking for trading things and resources, all I saw that was people trading forex, not futures or indices. And I think lastly, I consider indices, futures indices, like way more professional, and that way I think there's less people involved with this type of market. So you go from like the most popular to the least popular, but also from the less professional to the more professional, if that makes sense. But yeah, we all share similar journeys. Yeah, you can make decent money with Propfirms. Uh, it just it's not something that you can extend in time, in depth. Like it's gonna be a moment where you're gonna be banned, or yeah, you're going to be banned on Propfirms. Obviously, the amount of money that you can make is good enough so you can do anything else. Like I'm sure if you make 200, 300,000 from Propfirms, you're going to be able to decide whatever like your career is gonna be aiming towards. Like you can do many different things with that kind of money. But being realistic, what you see on socials, or like Kane, for example, that made that much money, like you can be that person. It's just rare that people do this like amounts of money. Like just a few manage to overcome the struggle of making that much money with prop firms. Yeah, forex is just the scammer's paradise, and also crypto. Why did I change forex to NQ? It was not like a decision that I made because I really wanted to make the change, because I really thought that indices or NQ was better. It's just that I was getting information. I stumbled across someone that was trading NQ, and that was using the same strategy that I use right now, and I ended up like by pure luck finding NQ and the strategy that I trade now. That's the reason why, like, it was not like a well thought decision, if that makes sense. Finding the right mentor is the hardest thing. Once you find one and focus on process, it's easier to make money from trading. This is metals forex a similar PA most of the time. Yeah, you're right. Like you're right. If you're able to find someone that's like transparent, that I don't know, that's right. Like I had the luck to find someone that teach me um, the way I trade now, even though I changed many things from the way he traded. Uh, he gave me the opportunity to like create my trading persona that I am today. What's your insights on this one? 50K. And the risk here is like 500, I think it is. Yeah, 500. Yeah, like I found Ken when he was starting with the Apex run too. I knew Alex before from like another trading group, not as close like as I am right now with them. But yeah, I knew Alex. How did you learn from? Who did you learn from? I learned. This looks like we're gonna get stopped out. Like I think NQ really wants to keep pushing higher. There's like 20 minutes still for the 1 hour. Uh, it's gonna be really sad if I get stopped out because I really think that setup look really nice, especially with this highs being taken here, the fair value gaps and everything. Let's see. Uh, what I was gonna say, yeah, who do I learn from? I learned from a guy named Tyler, my bad. That he passed away last year, sadly. But yeah, he was the one that taught me everything about the unicorn and pretty much like everything. Um, and yeah, he was a really nice guy. Okay, checking here. I might want to move the stop loss to the high. I don't know because we have a huge S&T. Okay, I got taken out here. Sadly, once again, another stop loss. Let's see what it does. I really want to see the 1 hour close and see if I can get into something again at 4. We're gonna see. Juno, your profile trade, why don't you go for the highest account sizes? It also, there's something, good morning. It's something about the drawdown and the real size that you have. Yeah, I think it was a good trade idea. I really thought I had to execute on this one. Like that was my model, so that's why I took it. Uh, what I'm gonna be mad is like if we actually really go down now and I got stopped out by a tick, that I'm really gonna be mad. Again, there's accounts sizes that are like more easy to pass because of the drawdown to profit ratio that they have, and I really think the 50Ks are really nice for this. Um, and yeah, that's basically the only reason why I go for the 50Ks rather than like I don't know, you can go for 300K. Exactly, the 50Ks offers the best ratio. Um, so yeah, that's why basically. What Ho's doing? Not much. Let me check the 1 hour real quick. And the 4 hour. Okay. Okay. The truth here is like everything shorts made sense. We don't have anything here to bounce to the upside. Like I really think that this short made sense. It's extremely hot here in Thailand. It's crazy. Let's see what crude oil is doing. Again, NQ and crude oil both going up, seems. Oh, true. I completely forgot about the session indicator. I completely forgot, bro. Let me shoot him a message right now. Mm, it is. Let me check how many degrees. are we here? It is 33 here. Yeah, I know. It's not really important, but it's something that we need to be able to share, and we're like I'm not being able to share it. So let me see. So if you let me send it to you because I think it's completely free if you join the Stab Map community. So I'm just gonna send the link, and I think you're gonna be able to join and Ed, how's the market? I got subbed out on this trade, following the logic that we are sitting inside a 1 hour fair value gap, 15-minute gap to the downside. We have a 4 hour gap down below that it made sense for price to go to resume higher, but it just seems that Nike is really bullish. And one more, and then we swept these highs here at 3 a.m. and start moving lower. So I took this short from this 1 minute breaker, but we didn't have a follow through. There's a huge S&T between Q and ES. If you have 2K on a live account, just set a rule to just trade 1 micro. You can run this account, like you can run the account higher by just trading 1 micro. Just set it as a hard rule where you're gonna just use 1 micro and that's it. On any trade, just take 1 micro. I'm gonna get rid of this. I did learn from Ash. Not that much, because like they both, Ash and Tyler, they both work on the model together, if I'm not wrong. So they both work like on the same model, and I did learn from Ash. But yeah, then I like That's crazy. Yeah, like we had 7 days of trying to move up on a daily. That's insane. Let's see. 15 minutes. The 15 minute is completely gone if we close this 15-minute gap here. At this point, if we keep moving higher, like I don't want to obviously get involved in longs. I don't think it's something that I'm really interested. Uh, I'm gonna just check how we react from midnight. I think the important part here is gonna be 4 a.m. and see what 4 a.m. wants to do. Gold, 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 gold. Mhm. So what possible trades I'm looking for now? Uh, to be honest, I don't want to like constantly look for trades that doesn't make much sense. Like I think the one we took made sense. Um, for now, I might want to wait for the 4 a.m. open. Also, I really want to see how this 1 hour closes here because we swept previous hourly high. That's why it also made sense for me to short the previous move. We swept the previous hourly high at the same time we tapped into the 1 hour gap right at the open. So I really think that if we close this hourly below the fair value gap, we might still have the chance to get a move lower. On the other hand, the 15-minute, we are not investing it yet. Like we have 1 minute, so if we close about 15 minutes, that's going to be a sign that the price might want to go higher. If we want to go higher, I don't think I'm gonna want to see myself involved in longs. Just like there's, I don't know, even though we are bullish on the higher time frame, I don't think that desperate of jumping into the upside move without like a clear retracement somewhere where I can find something better. Like I don't want to buy that high. And also, if we keep moving higher, I would be looking for the midnight open here that we have marked out because usually we can we can see a reaction from it and maybe look for a short up there. The only thing that really made sense for me for now was the short that we took, and we didn't manage to get the following. So for now, just waiting. We need to remain patient. We don't want to jump into anything quick just because we lost the trade already. Would you jump? That's a good question. The thing is that we didn't get like into any. Okay, we bounced from this hourly gap here, so that might be the only reason why we can still find ourselves looking for bullish moves. Uh, okay, what happened? See why this market is like just crazy. How are we supposed to trade? How are we supposed to trade this market? It just doesn't make sense. Like for real, like I'm gonna give you an advice right now, is that I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take any trade. That's another tweet. Obviously, that's another tweet. Like, there's no way this is something normal that happens in the market. Like, there's no way. I would be, if I was you, I would be extremely, extremely low risk appetite on this type of market. Like, that's the type of market where you don't want to be like hands-on putting risk every day. I'm gonna take any trade that makes sense, but please, 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 please risk and size your trades really, really, really accordingly with what you are okay of losing. Like, and assume that any trade that you're gonna take, it's gonna fail. Yeah, it's so unusual, but yeah, because it's just, I mean, sometimes Trump, I don't know why he likes to work on weekends or overnight, like at a.m. in the morning in the US. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know why he does that. I don't even know why I'm reading this market, bro. If I'm being honest, I'm completely break even on this market or slightly on the red right now. It's just insane. It's true that I'm not trading much. Like, I'm just trading London sessions, but it's just insane. Why the hell is he even awake? That's it true. Even it's completely true, Andres. Like, even if you think that the trade you're taking, like, I really thought this trade was a really good trade. Like, I think we had so many like things that made sense for us to trade this. Uh, but yeah, even if you think that you're in front of an A plus trade, trade like if it's gonna fail. You're not that late. Like, nothing happened. Like, we just took a short here and failed. That's it. What's the same thing? I don't know what's the kind on at 1 a.m. But it was crazy. Why the hell is he even in prison? I don't know, bro. I'm not American. I cannot tell. I didn't vote. And let me see if he says something. Fine, James or Truth Social. Let's see if he said something actually, or it's just a random thing in the market. Social reports. No, I cannot seem to find anything. Nothing. No clue. Cannot seem to find anything that explains this 345 insane candle in 1 minute. Uh, like, imagine being in a long here, setting the stop below the low, and then all of a sudden this happens, and you guys top it out. Jesus. I mean, the thing is now that the hourly is looking way more bullish than before. It shows on the 1 second. I don't think I have the 1 second. Oh yeah, I do have the 1 second. Look at that. This is the 1 second chart. SNT and SNQ. Yeah. We've been having these SNTs constantly all the time now. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see what we do here at midnight. That's my next thing to see and watch. Like even if I wanted to get along here, like imagine just being along here, I wouldn't trust this thing now by any means. I'm in Kotao, like an island close to Koh Samui. It is close to 3 p.m. To be honest, I just woke up. I had a dish of rice with duck and some sauce and vegetables. Like that's like 1 minute away from the place I'm staying in. I paid, I think it was $2, like $2 for the whole thing with a drink. Just came back and I started with the stream. Like I'm just waking up super late. I don't know why. Duck, yeah. Food here is extremely cheap. Like it makes no sense to buy food and cook it at home because like you're gonna spend way more doing groceries and buying like the meat and everything. Uh, and it's way easier to just go out and get like healthy food or anything. Yeah, way cheaper. Training at 9:30 p.m. is that's truth. And today I'm gonna be streaming also New York, where the ones that yesterday were asking for New York streams. I'm gonna be joining Leo because Alex is not gonna be able to make it to the stream, so I'm gonna cover him. I'm gonna be streaming, so we are gonna have also double stream today. We're gonna have an AM stream. Jet lag. I'm not having like jet lag to be honest. It's just that I'm so tired. Like we don't stop. I've never tried duck sausages. I think maybe I did. I mean, I did because like in Champon, like in the city before, like arriving here in Kotao, we had like pad thai with like fried sausage, and maybe that was duck sausages. I don't know. What the fuck? What happened, Alex? Yeah, see the 1 hour. We have 6 minutes left for. Okay, like I don't know. Maybe duck, not dog, bro. Like maybe like there's some places where there's some kind of meat that they're like not normal. Duck down, thank you so. Like for example, there's some places where you can eat horse meat. Uh, there's some places, for example, I think in the UK, don't like if there's someone from the UK, he's gonna be able to tell me, but I don't think you guys eat rabbit. But in Spain, you we like we really we really like eat rabbit and like horses and snails. Like the food thing is crazy all over the world, and I really like eating and trying new things. Okay, let me check the 1 hour. The 1 hour, 3 minutes and 46 seconds for the 1 hour to close. It is going to close, or looks like it's going to close the way I want it, by closing below the fair value gap, and the fair value gap is pretty much completely mitigated. Kangaroo meat, that's true. I've never tried it. Sorry if the stream is going a bit off topic, but we're not having like anything interesting really to be looking at. I still think that we might have the short move, and maybe the timing was not like it. I don't know. I mean, yeah, after the 345 candle, uh, if we really want to look for something, we are probably setting ourselves to failure. No, I didn't trade New York yesterday. I was out, I was having dinner, and I came back home, and it was like meetings and calls pretty much until late at night. So I didn't. Today, I think it's going to be the first day where I'm going to actually sit and trade New York session, because I'm going to be streaming. So just living. I just came here to. No, I'm with two friends that they also trade. So we all came here to see, like, to just disconnect, do different things. Don't worry about like the daily life, because right now we are not cooking. We're not, I don't know, doing groceries. We're not doing anything. We're just worrying. We're just worried about where do we want to go to eat, uh, scuba diving, going to the beach, getting a massage, trading, working. It was just to lock in a different place. Do you ever treat the weeks like apps? No, I don't. I don't like to do this. No, I don't. I don't. Like, I don't look for 50% of the weeks or something like this. I don't usually do this. 1 minute for the 1 hour. How are the internet speeds in Thailand? Um, to be honest, I thought it was going to be worse, and that I had like to go an extra mile to get good connection. But even if you use the 5G from your phone, like you get a good plan with unlimited data, you have like, you get 50 megabytes per second with the 5G on your phone, both like to the upside and downside, like download and upload speed. It's pretty decent. And here on the island, I went to the, like, I stayed on a place for the first night where they had fiber and optic fiber, and it was like 500 megabytes per second. It was really fast. And now the place I'm staying at, it has like a shared Wi-Fi between a few homes, um, and it's running at around 100 to 200 megabytes per second. So it's actually pretty decent to work and stream. Like, I didn't thought it was going to be that easy. Okay, 1 hour closed. It closed slightly above the CE or the fair value gap. So that looks a little bit bullish, if I'm not lying. No, I mean, the internet connection here is like way better than I thought, really. I thought it was going to be really hard to find a place with a good speed connection, but it is decent. That's why I'm also happy to be here now that I'm settled and that I have like a small quote unquote office, like a desk and everything. Because usually the houses here are really small, especially in the island. They're extremely small, where mostly they're like one room apartment and that's it. But I'm staying like in a house with two bedrooms, like a living room. I have my setup here. Yeah, I know. Like, I know. Like, if you come from a place where you have like gigabytes of speed per second, you're gonna notice it. The truth is, I'm not downloading like big things or like video games or that I really need like a fast. As long as I have good connection to stream and like work on coding or design or like stuff like this, I'm way more than okay. But yeah, the truth is when you get used to high connection speed, uh, it's crazy going back to slow ones. Good morning, Alex. Yeah, I can get rid of this liquidity sweep line here because we are clearly going up and this has to be gone. Let's see what we do here at midnight. Exactly. You said it. As long as reliable, um, I cannot like ask for more. I'm staying on my laptop like the least amount of time. I just trade, do my thing, and whenever like I'm done, I just go out. I don't stay at home much. Gold, pretty much in the same place. Gold didn't move much. And crude oil, like now going down, so it makes sense that NQ is also going high. Yeah, gold, gold. You really need to wait for the four. I think you really need to wait for the 4 hour on gold and see how it closes. If it closes below the fair value gap, or it somehow bounces, or even closes below the previous 4 hour low, and see if it forms a possible swing higher. Temur, I would really like to read what you said, but I don't. I'm not gonna be able to understand anything. Price is not visible. Uh, let me see. Let's see if we can move this a little bit and see. Now you can see the price. Good enough. Okay, 1 hour. Mm. Are you London, Timur? By the way, you're mentioning the SNT and the CRT thing on the one. Uh, yeah, you should be long, right? Let's see, we gotta push into midnight. God, same spot. That's the moment where it starts to be even hard to be in front of the chart right now. Let's play poker or something. That would be something cool to do. And I don't know if I'm even allowed to do this. Or CS:GO. To be honest, anything besides staring at the chart would be nice. It's tough as fuck. You're gonna spend your time better elsewhere, Zeus. So thank you for tuning in though. Once more. See you, yeah, see you in New York if you're around. See ya. Let's see if we keep moving over here. We do have S&P here. The highs at 231 on ES. Okay, I'm back. Just completely lost connection for a moment. Nine cells. Um, six. Not bad. Not bad. Like I would really want to sell this again if we start moving lower. Good morning, everyone. Like I really want to see something like this happening where we go lower, but after tapping midnight. If I'm being honest, like if we can go to midnight and then show some weakness around here. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, and also based on the statistic, like if the first hour closes screen on the like the 2 a.m. candle closes screen, we're gonna have like a higher chance that the 4 hour closes screen. So that makes also sense that the 2 a.m. closed here. So yeah. True. Now we should create some sort of stats for Trump, like on on all the tweets and announcements that he did. What's the like the time where he announced the most things that, and I don't know, get behavior things from Trump so we can predict if he's gonna be working or like playing golf. 4 hours until he closes. Yes, true. The market is crazy. It is. It is. It's just desperate. Is like shouldn't be a thing where you should be trading this market that desperate. Let's get an AI to create a Trump translator. Like it's just hard because we're not even moving lower, but like we're not even like going higher that much. Okay, one lower maybe. A minute. And he will dump now. Oh, I hope it does, but please, if he can do it like with this, not fucking around that much and just doing it quick, that would be really nice. Is it frozen? Yeah, it is frozen. Right? You cannot see my chart. Let me. Uh, it is. It is. Share. Nothing moves, and no one noticed. Okay, now you should be able to see it. Yeah, now it's working. Nothing's moving, so no one noticed if it was frozen or not. Thank you, Anthony, for letting me know. Thank you, guys. Now, if we start moving again higher, I did take a short here, and it was a loss here. Like we swept these highs that open. We had this 1 hour fair value gap, and we started moving lower with good speed. To be honest, I used this as a breaker, looking for a short move from here. That was also 1 hour previous, like pre 1 hour. This 1 hour RPG. That was this. But we didn't get like follow through on the move. Instead, we kept going higher. We had this, I don't know, weird move at 345. So yeah, and now if we start moving up higher, I think like I'm gonna completely uh I'm gonna be completely uninterested of taking anything here. It's just too insane to look for anything here. Uninterested in longs, yeah. To be honest, like I really wanted to be like to seek lower at least for 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 a fair gap here. I see that we bounce from this one, so it's okay. But I really was looking for it lower. Yeah, at this point, looking for longs, I don't know. It's just also the price action. I'm not feeling it. Gold is ranging too. NQ now had the spike higher into the midnight open. Maybe just yeah, it's really hard like to time markets here and go short. Like yeah, like same happened to me. The more like I got this short and I completely like it completely that when ran over to the stop loss. Maybe the direction was bad on my end today, thinking that we are extremely bullish, and thinking that we might have a short term move or like a small range day where we wouldn't expand that much. But I mean, so far it's a small daily candle, that's for sure. But yeah, we tapped into midnight. We did. The S&T with the S on this highs is not even gone. It's insane. The 238 high. 230 AI here. It's just insane. The SMT that we have with ES. Starting to midnight. Let's see. If I don't see a reaction from this, it's going to be completely over for me today. So yeah, guys, I think it's gonna be over for me here. Not like finding anything interesting. I think it's just better if we move on. If you have any questions, guys, just shoot it now. We can go over them. If not, I think we're good to go. I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming in New York also today, so it's gonna be me and Leo doing New York. Let's see if we can find like we can find something during New York that and we have a bit more we are a bit more lucky. Uh but yeah, if there's nothing to be said, nothing to be questioned. Gold analysis for New York. Yeah, gold analysis. Okay, so on gold right now, if you really want to be sure whether if we or NQ, like for NQ, I don't have a clue. We might go up. Like I don't have like a bias, clear bias for NQ. I do really think we like a move down is due. Like I think we really need a move down at some point because the daily chart is just crazy bullish. But again, going for I don't know a fair value gap or something after getting this high would be something cool. On NQ and gold, checking the 4 hour again, we are like inside this 4 hour gap where we completely filled the gap. Now I think it's just a matter of seeing how this 4 hour candle closes. If we manage to close the 4 hour above the previous 4 hour low, I think it's going to be a good sign for a continuation higher. If instead we close below the 4 hour gap, then I think it's going to be not good for the bulls here. But besides this, I cannot see like much. Like on the 1 day, we swept the 8th of April high, and now it makes sense that we might be looking for something internal. That's why I also liked with the 4 hour. So I would say just wait for the 4 hour closure and see how it closes. Thank you, Andres. Thank you guys for everyone tuning in once more in this hard price action, especially during London. I really appreciate your time here. And yeah, see you during New York AM. Like and subscribe too. I didn't say it today. I didn't say it today. So please, if you have a moment, just like the stream if you haven't done it yet and subscribe. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. See you in New York. Bye bye.